how fun it was. And she knows that in her heart, that she wants to join them. They would love for her to join them. She's missing out because she doesn't know who she is. So now she's ready to not only discover who she is, but step into that person because it's never too late. Oh, well, you missed out on that year or 5 years or however long, but now you can reclaim it. You can step into it now and take control and advantage of the present and the future. Dust the past off, it's gone, it's over with. Oh well, there's nothing you can do about it. No need to boo-hoo and have a pity party and waste more time. You've already wasted time. Let's not waste any more time. Let's take action. Sometimes people don't know who they are. Is it true that you don't know who you are? Oh, I'm having a bad day today. You don't know who you are. Oh, bad things always happen to me. You don't know who you are. So hard for me to eat healthy. You don't know who you are. I would love to work out, but I don't have time to work out. You don't know who you are. Because when you know who you are, you know that you deserve it. And nothing is going to keep you from your best. You make a resolute statement. You have a very firm and assertive attitude toward what you are going to have in your life. You're the boss. You're the designer. You're the creator. So create the life you want. Create it. You have to create it. And I'm telling you, you can recreate yourself at any moment. My first time, I think this was the first time that I've ever experienced this. And that is, when I went to 2 high schools. And so the first high school that I went to, I was tomboyish at that high school. I was tomboyish. That's just kind of how I was at that high school. So when I had to transfer to my new high school, I kind of said, I'm going to recreate myself. When I was at my old high school, there were some girls who I would see and they would look a certain way. They would dress a certain way. They would talk a certain way. Looking back at the time, maybe I couldn't pinpoint it, but they were classy. They were classy. And I liked it. I didn't admit it when I was the tomboy going to that high school, but I kind of liked it and I looked at it in admiration and I wanted that. I could have recreated myself then, but I didn't have the guts. You have to have guts. You have to be brave. You have to say, I'm doing it. I don't care if these people at this school saw me this way yesterday and then I walk in today another way. I don't care. I'm going to do it. But I did get the guts when I went to my new school. So I go to the new school and I start from day one. From day one, I walked in like the person that I wanted to be. It was amazing because they treated me different too. Like they treated me like the person who I was acting like. I was like, oh my goodness, they're treating me way different than I was treated over here at this school. Like I was attracting all these people to me and everybody seemed so nice to me. And why? Because I was really stepping into who I really wanted to be, but I didn't feel like I could at first. I didn't feel like I could step into that person at first for whatever reasons. I don't care if it's out of fear. I don't care if it's just because you feel like you don't know how. The only key is action, because the opposite of action is you're paralyzed. Okay? So when you take that action, it propels you forward, and then the right things start happening, and the right direction would happen. So you'll get the right guidance and direction when you take action, but that does not come to the person that's paralyzed. That person that's just standing there and just settling into that other life, that other person, I call it the imposter. So when you're standing there and you're stuck in that imposter's body and in that imposter's lifestyle, then you have to make a choice to step into the new lifestyle immediately without knowing everything. I stepped into the new person immediately. I don't even think I knew how to walk in heels yet. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Heels are glued to my feet now, unless I'm working out. I think they're an extension of my heels. The heels on my feet are an extension of the stiletto heels because I feel so comfortable in them. Worn through my pregnancies, everything. Like, I don't know. I just feel comfortable in heels. I love heels. But when I was a tomboy, I didn't wear heels, but I stepped into that new person that wore heels. How about that? When I was tomboy, I didn't wear makeup, but I stepped into that person that wore makeup. I stepped into the person that I wanted to be, not only on the outside, but I started to watch them and observe them and act a certain way until I became who I truly wanted to be. And when I became that person, it started becoming natural for me. Hello? It started to become natural. So now I didn't have to work so hard at it because I was starting to like it, getting a feel for it, getting a feel for walking the way I wanted to walk, talking the way I wanted to talk. Doing the things I wanted to do, I had to do new things. I started doing new things versus what I used to do at the old high school, okay? New activities, new friends, new relationships, new hobbies. So I just stepped into it, and when I stepped into it, all other doors started to open up. So don't give me that crapola about, I don't know what to do. I tried this, I tried that, well, you have not tried enough because right now you're having a pity party and I don't come to pity parties. So take your stinking invitation back. Don't give me an invitation to a pity party. But I promise you there's a lot of people you can invite. So go invite them. Come to me when you're ready to step into a new life. Don't come to me to invite me to your pity party because I will not show up. No, I will not bring the ice. No, I will not show up. And no, I will not introduce myself to the guests. I'm out of there, baby. Why? Because I know who I am. So I'm not going to go on a level that has me thinking, acting, or doing in such a way where I'm acting like an imposter. That's an imposter. And you need to know who you are. Is it true that you don't know who you really are? When you know who you are, you act like it. That's what I want you to get. You act like it. You have to get fired up. You have to get fired up. I'm telling you, you have to get fired up. And what I love, I'm going to tell you what I love about healthy foods. I love fruit and vegetables, just in case you didn't know. Let me just kind of throw that in there. And let me tell you what's so awesome about fruit and vegetables. Like, they make me giddy. They make me happy. I think that they help me to act like my true self. Why? Our true bodies are made to be energetic. Our mouth was made to smile. I don't know. I think fruit and vegetables help you to do the things you're supposed to do naturally. Helps you to feel good. Helps you to get out of the grocery store. I don't usually have my kids in tow, but let's just pretend I have them in tow. Every now and then I get stuck with taking the kids. I don't like taking the kids to the grocery store with me. It's a distraction. But let's say I had them with me. Love my baby. So I have my babies with me. It's about getting out of that grocery store, saying, I'll race you to the car, and winning, baby. I'm not letting them win yet. I can't tell you when I'll let them win or when they'll be able to, but I'm not going to let them win. Right now, I'm going to kick their butts and beat them to the car. That is who I am. I've stepped into who I am. Now, if I'm not my true self, then that means that we leave the grocery store and they say, hey, they talk to each other and they're like, let's race to the car. And they don't even include me because they know that I wouldn't do it. Or they know that I'm not able to do it. No, baby, bring it on. Let's race. On your mark, get set, go now. Pew! I know. Mom, you always win. Yeah, I know. Oh my goodness, I'm laughing, but I'm serious. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. So you have to know who you are. Truth or dare. Is it true that you do not know who you are? And so we have to be honest with ourselves and say, yeah, you're right. I haven't been acting like my true self. First, you need to know what your true self is capable of. Going back to that lion in the safari, that lion can do certain amazing things. It can run at certain speeds, okay? So we can do some things. A squirrel can climb all the way to the top of a tree. There's animals that can do amazing things, but they can do it naturally because they don't resist who they truly are. They don't resist. They step into it and they hold on to that role forever and they live it and they feel good about it and they don't question it. So they get the benefits of living optimally and being able to do what their bodies were designed to do. There's no lion that's like, man, all the other lions can run at X miles per hour. I can only run at 50 miles an hour. What's wrong with me? No, they all can. And that's the same thing with us. It should never even be any differences between us. Shouldn't be any differences like, oh, I can run, I can't. I can do a push-up, I can't. Should never be anything like that. If something happens and you've had an accident or something like that and you had to recover, then that's different. Obviously, there's times where you have to recover from something and you recover. But here's the deal. Our bodies are amazing. Isn't it awesome that it even has the potential to heal and get better and get stronger? Isn't it amazing? I've seen this, and you guys have seen this. Well, there's some senior citizens, they didn't even run or do much when they were younger, and all of a sudden they were 60 and wanted to run a marathon, or they were 80 and wanted to climb Mount Everest or whatever. And so now they did it. They probably are doing things at that age that they didn't even do when they were 20. Not because they couldn't do it when they were 20, but they didn't step into it when they were 20. Now they've stepped into it. And they said, how come I can't? Instead of asking, I know, or saying, I know I can't, or there's no way I could do that. Then they start asking the question, well, how come I can't? Why? Because when you step into who you truly are, you do those desires. You have those desires, and you don't question those desires, and you don't doubt yourself. You have full confidence in who you are, and you know that you can do it. That's why you embrace the healthy eating lifestyle. That's why you embrace it. That's why you embrace a strong, a fit life where you're energetic and you have endurance and you have energy through the roof and you sleep well. Sleep well, eat well, breathe well. You relax. You take time to relax. Get fresh air, nature, therapy. Because you know who you are. And you know all those things make you optimal, and you love being optimal. Right now, if you have not been optimal in a year or 10 years or 30 years, you don't even know what I'm talking about. But that's okay. You can step into it today. When I stepped into that new person that I wanted to be, I didn't know what it would be like. But I stepped into it, and I ended up enjoying it and loving it. One of the best choices I made. And you're going to feel the same way when you step into it. You're going to say, what on earth was I waiting for to step into my true self? Oh, this is where the magic is. I've been cheating myself. You don't have to cheat yourself anymore. You can start today. And I'm going to help you, baby. Yes, if you allow me to, I will be your pilot of the plane. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. We will not be serving pretzels on this plane. No, 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 no. We are serving kale chips. Yes. And they are yummy and they taste like French fries. Oh, baby. Oh, my goodness. Seriously, guys. It's been a pleasure being on the show with you guys today. Have you been loving it? You can send me messages through chat, and they will pop up. I will see them. So if you've been loving it so far, give me a round of applause. Oh my goodness, what just happened? I don't know. I have no idea, but I don't hear my round of applause.